Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. What's up? What's up? What's up? Can y'all see me? What's up? Hey, Zelene. What's up, Leah? Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to get my stuff in here, Chad. It is Saturday afternoon. It is 1:36 p.m. in the ATL. I was trying to send myself this video, child, and it is taking forever to airdrop to my computer. But I'm here. Hey, Daily Housewives. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Saturday. We got a few things to talk about. I just threw up on the screen, child. I was like, I needed to come live because I hadn't been live in a couple of days. So I was like, let me go talk to these people, child, before they quit me. Okay. And here I is. Okay. Before I got my day started, I'm like, let me come on here and talk to the people. Is it early? It's not that early. It's like 1:30, 1:37. Okay, you here? Hey, come on in. You like my hair? Oh, you like my hair? I had took my braids down, child. It took me forever too. Hey, Paul, what's up, friend? I ain't seen you in a minute, Paul. Where you been? Okay, come on in, come on in, come on in. Listen, listen, listen. I just threw some stuff together for y'all. We got a few things to talk about that I didn't put in the title, but in the title, as you can see, I got Candiace calls out Porsha. I got the Kim Zolciak marital scandal. I got TS Man Hands versus Just Hilarious. I don't know why I just think he just does that because he wants us to drag him. So I'm gonna give him his wish. I also put Brian McKnight on here. And then I got the clarification for the Cardi B prep situation that I talked about the other day. So I was like, let me go ahead and clarify what I had said. Okay, come on in. You said, Lord, I gotta get my workout. Hey, I'm thin, child. Am I thin? Am I Can I make myself thinner like that? Be like, I lose 1 pound, child. I think I'm skinny. Okay. Yeah, shout out to my mods in the room. You see these people in the blue, these are our mods. Y'all, please be respectful to the moderators. Okay. These people in the green, these are our channel sponsors. You can be a channel sponsor too. Only thing I do is click that join button. Also, shout out to my squad over there on the Patreon. Child, we had a 2-hour live on Patreon, and I was on my soapbox the other night, child. So I'm gonna pull a Candy Burris and show y'all a little clip of what I had said over there on Patreon. I was just clarifying my stance because it's like I had slept on it what I had said to y'all about Cardi B. I know some people was mad because they was like, all men ain't bi. This, everybody, women get HIV and other way. And I'm like, women don't get other women HIV. But anyway, I'm gonna clarify. Okay. I am going to clarify. And yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get started in just a minute. Shout out to Sun. Sun has gifted 5 memberships for you guys. And y'all know the drill. Come on in, like this video, and we will get started after this very, very brief introduction.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Guess what being a blogger?
More than a blogger.
Guess what being a blogger? You are more than a blogger.
I am more.
Guess what being a blogger?
All of is my son.
Okay, that shit is good.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like,
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess,
Like for real, damn. Okay, listen. Okay, so the other day we were talking about Cardi B and her controversial ad about prep, which was cloaked as a live stream to her followers, but it was really a promotional propaganda for her to promote prep, a anti what is it, a anti STD HIV type of drug. I don't know. I ain't on it. I ain't gonna get on it. And I don't think y'all should get on it. Women should get on it either. But I just wanted to clarify how I felt. Like for those of you who have seen it, y'all go watch the other video. But this is just a clarification. I ain't gonna deep dive in it, but I did want to show y'all this little clip from when I was on my soapbox over there on my Patreon. Give y'all a little taste of Patreon, uncensored, uncut, and just all me. Okay. So here it is right here. This was the other day. I still had my braids. Hold on. Listen to what I had to say. Okay. We use social media to sell things these days, but when Cardi B posted this, she did not put hashtag ad in there. Okay. This was not, we need to report her to the FCC because it was definitely an ad. It was definitely propaganda, but it was disguised as a regular old live stream where I'm just chit chatting it up with my subscribers, and that's not what it was. And so that's why it's an issue with me. Cause don't be trying to
Now
trick the
listen why.
people into taking prep as if you sitting here, just had an epiphany and think that you're, delivering the tea and are spreading this good news to people. I just found out about prep. You need to take prep because all these niggas fucking this. No, that's not what it was. It was advertising. I'm just offended that now they're targeting black women. That's why I'm offended. I think that they need to target black men, target black straight men. If y'all feel like it's too many DL men, target black straight men and say you can fuck as many bitches as you want. You can be on prep and you won't get no STD. That's the route you need to go because these women got enough on their plate. In my opinion, protect the women by first giving it to the men. Okay. The men should be the leaders in the first place. The women don't need to be worried about that. Protect y'all penises. Okay. If y'all protect y'all penises, our coochie won't have no problem. Got it? Okay. Did I say that right that time? Because I had to sleep on it. And I felt like I was offending people because I'm like, the only way the women getting it is by sleeping with bisexual men. Okay, I still feel that way. Okay, but the bisexual men might not think they bisexual. I mean, I'm just saying the bisexual men might have slept with a woman who slept with a bisexual man. At any rate, okay, the woman got it from a man. Okay, I'm just saying. And so instead of promoting it to black women, which to me is a slap in our face, as if black women are the only women out there tussling in these streets or doing whatever they doing. Give it to the men. Give it to all the men. Give it to the white men. Give it to the Hispanic men. Give it to the Asian men. Give it to the black men. Just give it to the men. Okay. Then you ain't got to worry about us. Just leave us over here and our coochies should be protected. Okay. And definitely use condoms and abstain and masturbate and do all of that and protect yourself. Listen, condoms and abstinence was the first thing, truth. Okay. I'm just saying, but the people act like I'm crazy when I say that. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm crazy when I'm saying that, then okay, if nobody's gonna use a condom, if nobody's gonna abstain, but just give it to the men, child. Anyway, I'm digressing. Okay, y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. What else do we have to talk about, child? I just kind of threw a bunch of stuff together. Oh, Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight. Back in the day, well, it's been about 3-4 years since Brian McKnight, left. Well, it's probably been longer than that since he left his wife and his black kids and went over there to that other lady, that Asian lady, and had a whole bunch of kids and adopted her kids and just wrote off his kids. Okay. The internet basically hated him for that. Okay. Then he had a son that had cancer that passed away, and all his children apparently seems to say that he abandoned them for this whole new family. Brian McKnight said that ain't what happened, but the internet said it is. Okay, he got like 5 people versus 1. Okay, it's his word versus his wife and all his children. Meanwhile, he has filed a lawsuit against his wife's child, and in his lawsuit, I don't know what the lawsuit was. I didn't know nothing about the lawsuit, but apparently he done won the lawsuit because now everybody is reporting about him over here gloating about this lawsuit, and I'm like, we still hate him. We still don't like him. Okay, this is what Brian McKnight said. He said he won 8.8 million. Yep, and he named the other son Brian Jr. Y'all remember that whole mess? A whole mess, honey. Made me not even want to listen to Back at One again. I don't even want to hear no Brian McKnight song. But anyway, I'm digressing. Here is him. He was on live in the middle of the night smoking a cigar, talking about his ex-wife didn't show up in court, so now he got a $8.8 million win. Okay, and he's the TMZ said Brian McKnight is already declaring victory in his defamation case against his ex-wife Julie McKnight after she didn't appear in court. I bet Julie is tired. Julie said, I'm so tired of this. I'm just tired, honey. Here's him.
It's been a long journey getting to this day, October 16th, 2025, but we are here in the English countryside, about an hour and a half outside of London, and the verdict is in. We've been quiet, listening to liars continue to lie and keeping to ourselves, living and loving our life, as we said, leaving everything in God's hands and letting our lawyer do the talking. But according to the courts, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals $8.8 million. And this is just the beginning, because anyone and everyone that helped promote these lies will hear from my lawyer in the days to come. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. That from my voicemail is the voice of a liar.
Do not text Nico again. Do not call Nico again. Leilani, if you are also checking these messages, that goes for you as well. I am very serious about this. I am very serious about this. Do not text him, period. Period. Please understand that. And Brian, you know me. You know me. And you know that I mean what I'm saying to you.
So apparently, he posted that voicemail message to prove that the wife said don't contact the son. But to me, it seems like the wife was saying don't be harassing our son. Our son is sick. Our son has cancer. Our son is on his deathbed. Please do not continue to harass him. Okay, that's what I heard. I don't know what y'all heard, but he making it seem like now after the fact that those voice messages prove that the wife stopped him from talking to his son. Another thing that people are upset about is that he posted this celebratory post on the son's birthday, and the son has since died, passed on. So it's just a mess. Okay, it is a mess. He said TMZ got the court documents and said that Brian McKnight is being presumptuous, and lawsuit has not been decided that he has won anything. Okay, well that's what it said, because they was like, well, he didn't show up. Let me go look on TMZ chair. Say he didn't show up to court, but now they got the documents, honey. Nobody knew what the hell he was talking about. I'm like, if you are going to talk, Brian McKnight, at least do us a full YouTube video like you did last time when you said that your children were ungrateful bastards or whatever it is you call them. We need to know. Hold on, because we nosy. Brian McKnight. Let me see what TMZ said. You said that's what you heard. Let me see. Let me see. Here's TMZ. Let me see what they said. The full article. Like this video, y'all. Like this video. Okay, TMZ says Brian McKnight is already declaring. Oh, where is that music coming from, Lord? Hold on. Said Brian McKnight is already declaring all these ads against ex-wife victory against ex-wife Julie McKnight after she didn't appear in court. Brian filed a motion for default judgment and is waiting for the court to sign off to make his win official, but that technically didn't prevent him from celebrating. There he is with his black wife back in 99. The R&B legend, I wouldn't call him that, posted a video of himself smoking a cigar saying the verdict is in, and it isn't. according to the court documents, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals 8.8 million. The suit alleges Julie made false claims about Brian in her book, Mama Bear, Beautifully Blended, basically calling him an abusive husband and neglectful father to their children. The gleeful video continues with Brian running around clicking his heels while voicemail ostensibly from Julie plays as we just watched. As she was saying, do not text Nico again, do not call Nico again. As you know, Nico was their son who died from cancer at 32. Again, the message played over and over with Brian literally skipping. On October 6th, the parties involved in the case were given 21 days to respond. So stay tuned. So they still got 21 days. They still had 21 days. So I don't count Julie out too soon, honey. Brian just wanted to go trend, honey. He wanted to be dragged on social media again. Like he said, he's somewhere in England somewhere, and he don't even know what had happened, child. Only thing he knows is that she didn't show up in court, and apparently he didn't either if he in England. But I'm digressing. You said no one could find the lawsuit, not even Julie. Okay, not even Julie. TMZ had found it. You said that video will work against his case and should. Okay. Yeah, there's a video on my other channel of Brian McKnight talking about his kids. It's a mess. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It is a mess, honey, and it is going viral. It was on my other channel. It was how long? Oh, it's 7 minutes. Okay, we can take a gander at it and remember how he felt about his kids. This is my second channel, ATLien. Okay, remember Brian McKnight responds to claims he abandoned his kids. Let me see what he had to say. Hold on.
Some of the most heinous craziness I've ever seen in my life, that my oldest son, Brian, would post that I'm abandoning my children. And the reason why, I suppose, is because I have a new family. And I guess this stems from a post that I made the other day about my son, Jack, who I'm very proud of, which isn't to say I'm not and haven't been proud of my other children.
His son Jack is his non-biological son by his new wife. Okay. His son Brian, the first Brian, is the one by his previous wife, the black wife. Okay. And so apparently, back then he had actually posted a picture giving his new son, his non-biological son, a vehicle, I believe, and his other son basically called him out and said that he pretty much had left them for dead. Okay.
I was proud of this one for the things that he did that day, but we'll get back to that in a second. Anyone who knows me knows over the last 20 years, 30 years now, as a matter of fact, that I've been there for my children every step of the way until recently. And let's be clear, my two sons are 30 and 27, not 12, not 13, but 30 and 27. Now, my daughter's about to turn 18. That's another story I'll get to in a second. I've never missed a day of child support. I've never done anything adverse to my children whatsoever. I've always been there. I've always been there with advice, whether they took it or not. I've always been the sounding board, and I've always been the one that tried to help them achieve whatever dreams they were wanting to reach out for.
Y'all know we have to go in the archives. We have to remember why we mad in the first place.
I guess one of my only faults is I gave my children everything that I didn't have in the hopes that they would appreciate it, because I know how much I would have appreciated it when I was their age. I would tell you, as parents out there, entitling your children is probably one of the worst things you can do, and I know I am guilty of that. For whatever reasons, I'm guilty of that. Tough love is a tough thing as a parent to try to institute to your children, because you want to help them as much as you can, and I did as much as I possibly could. When I stopped doing that for them, BJ was 25 and Nico was 22. And it wasn't like I completely cut them off at that point. That happened much later. But I've been there. When I put them out of my house, I gave them an apartment for 2 years. And I said, guys, this is it. This is the time to grow up. I'm giving you 2 years. I'm going to pay for everything for 2 years, but you're going to have to work or do something, because at the end of those 2 years, that's going to be it. It's time to be men here, guys. It's time to grow up. At the end of those 2 years, they hadn't done any of it. It was just right around the time that Leilani and I had gotten together. Leilani was working at Children's Hospital. And let's be clear, Leilani has been one of the only people who's been an advocate to keeping us together, to keeping us having a relationship, because she wants to have the nuclear family as much as I did. And they have spit in her face at
His 2 sons are by Julia. I believe his daughter was by another woman. I believe that was one of the reasons why they got divorced.
every
I believe.
turn. She got them jobs at the hospital, $18 an hour with benefits, and with the option of the hospital actually paying for them to go back to school. They said, and I quote, that they knew they didn't want to stop smoking and they would have to pass a drug test. And the day I had the doctors looking into it, Nico's on there, you know, taking a big puff, which is fine. If you want to smoke, that's fine. I'm not saying that that's bad. If that's your choice.
I think I remember why we mad at him now. Remember, he was taking all his family business to the internet. He talked about the sons smoking. He talked about the daughter and talk about the cousin had touched it. Yes, now I remember.
That's your choice. But what I'm telling you is that we have been advocates for them every step of the way. Now let's go to the part where we have been estranged. Again, we talk about abandonment. I'm not abandoning them. We are estranged, which happens more often than not in this particular situation. BJ broke into our home a few months ago and he put X's on the eyes of our wedding photos. And then he put a photo of my first wedding on Leilani's vanity. It was at that moment, and after I heard him say, and was pointed to from other friends of mine that saw his posts on social media, that he basically said that I was better off dead to him than alive. I was more valuable to him dead than alive. And that was the end of me dealing with him. If you look at my Instagram, you'll see that not my last video, but the video before that, 42, the song was written by Brian and I, and it was directed, the video, by Nico. And I went on and I said how proud I was of Nico at the time, and I really, really was. He did an awesome job in that video. Even before that, less than 2 years ago, these are the two gentlemen who stood up for me as my best man in my wedding. So abandonment, deadbeat dad, I'll reiterate, I've never missed a day of child support. I've been there every step of the way. BJ, he talks about Jack's new car. BJ had 3 brand new cars before he was 22. But I'm not talking about material things, because none of this has anything to do with money. It's about respect. Respect goes both ways. And even in family, there's a line that shouldn't and should not ever be crossed. It's crazy to me that people will just believe anything, and I thought it was important to set the record straight and let you guys know that abandonment has nothing to do with any of this. Deadbeat dad, I've been there every step of the way. And let's also remember that these kids are 30 and 27, not 12. It's time for grown men to be grown men. And I'm sorry that tough love happens to be this way. And I do wish them the best. I want them to have and to reach their dreams and their full potential, but like any other man in the world, you got to go out there and you got to take it. As far as my daughter is concerned, you know, her mother, if you look back at my Instagram, she was a part of this family too, with Jack and Julia and Leilani and myself. And unfortunately, along the way, a couple years ago.
Now remember, his daughter's mother is a different woman, okay?
So I got wind that there was an older cousin who was above 18 who was quite possibly having sex with her. So I called, as a father should, to...
These are words from his own mouth talking about his daughter. Can you believe it?
The state office for children's affairs there in Arizona, and I never heard anything back. But the next thing that her mother did was to block all of us from her social media, from her phone, and completely estranged her from us. So what that told me was they didn't want me to be involved in her life that way. So to see the post that she said, considering that her mother only had a child with me for money in the first place, and I'll reiterate this, I have not missed a child support payment. She goes to one of the most incredible private schools in Arizona. So I don't know where this is all coming from, but I thought that I needed to let everybody know that there's another side to this story. You can choose to believe what you want. I thought that I would lay it out there for you. Anything that I say is actual and factual. All you have to do is Google Brian McKnight and Sons, and you'll see us singing all over YouTube. Go back and look at my Instagram. Go back a couple of years. You'll see that I posted about all of my children. But remember that these kids...
I remember now. That's why everybody hate him. Remember, they were starting to boycott his concerts and everything, Chuck. Cause it's like, How dare you? How dare you do this to your first wife, the wife that held you down? You already cheated on her. You already had a baby by somebody else. She already left you. Then on top of that, you go and marry this Asian lady and adopt all her children, act like they're yours, give them all your money, and then disregard the children that you already had. It don't matter if they 12 or 20 or 30, they still your children. Okay. But anyway, I'm digressing. Now I see why. Now I see why. Okay. He said he wants to be a white woman's husband only and not a father to his full black children. Is that what it is, honey? Yes, hit that like button. Hit that like button. And shout out to Facebook over there in the building. I forgot we streaming to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Shout out to everyone who is watching right now. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this Brian McKnight situation and how he is over there celebrating a victory that he hasn't even gotten yet. This court victory. He said he done won $8.8 million. TMZ said, not so fast. She has 21 days to respond. And I don't know. This is you know how people celebrate too quick, honey. I don't be celebrating nothing because court is something else. You could think you won and then come back and you didn't. That's why I told y'all. That's why we still on court watch for Kenya. For all we know, Kenya might have won. Okay. But anyway, moving on. Like this video. Like this video. What else we oh. Another scandal. You know, we rarely, well, we do talk about KKK Kim. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about KKK Kim. KKK Kim is involved in a scandal, honey. And apparently, first people was thinking that it was Big Papa, but no, this ain't Big Papa. This is a whole nother man. Us Magazine was the first to report on the night, all over the TikTok, honey. And Kim is being called to respond to a woman, hold on, who is accusing her of sleeping with her husband. Okay, hold on. Okay, Kim Zolciak demands rumored boyfriend Kyle Malwitz's ex keep deposition details private. So Kim Zolciak has been called in to a divorce hearing, okay, between Kyle Malwitz and his soon-to-be ex-wife, Jillian. Okay, Jillian publicly served KKK Kim Zolciak with a subpoena demanding answers on whether she had received gifts from Kyle. Okay, so apparently Kim has been freaking and sneaking behind Kroy's back. Okay, because Kroy ain't had no money. So Kim had to get it from somewhere, honey. You know, I don't know. They probably live in the same neighborhood. She probably was over there playing golf and tennis with this lady husband, and now they all she didn't accepted all these gifts. Okay. On Tuesday, October 14th, the Bravo star 47 filed another motion over Green's request that she turn over any private messages exchanged with Green's husband. Now, Jillian had demanded that Kim produce all the texts, all communications regarding gifts purchased for Zolciak by Mowitz, and any business that he owns, any documents related to her financial relationship with Mowitz, and any monies loaned to her by Mowitz. Now, Zolciak has responded and said, has responded and has been in talks with Green's attorney about her being deposed since May. Zolciak says she wants to be open about the situation, but she wants Green to promise to keep any information or transcript of the deposition private. That's giving me Kim no. Kim, whatever they say Kim was doing, she was doing that ish. Kim was like, I had to pay these bills, honey. You know, I can't help it. Your husband gave me some money. Kim said, in light of her public profile and her own pending divorce action, it would be best to agree to a confidentiality agreement before moving forward. As you know, Zolciak is in the middle of her own divorce. They ain't divorced yet from Kroy. Okay, Green's lawyers allegedly said the proposal agreement was too restrictive, and they haven't, reached an agreement. Now, of course, Kim said 4 months later, on September 20th, a process server hired by Green served her with a subpoena during her son's football game. The substance of and intent behind Jillian Green's requests are extremely problematic. Zolciak's motion read. Whatever desire Green purportedly had to employ discretion in serving the subpoena on Zolciak apparently and inexplicitly evaporated during the process of negotiating a confidentiality agreement. Zolciak's lawyer is arguing. Public figure or not, there was no justifiable reason for Zolciak to be served on a weekend at her child's school in front of her child, his classmates, and other parents. Now, apparently, Kim believes that all this should be private. Okay, this ain't even your business, Kim. You are in these people' marriage business, and if she want to put you on Front Street, she should. If I were her, I would write a whole Facebook post. Put it on Facebook. Put the pictures out there. We need a whole nother Gail Lewis saga with KKK Kim Zolciak, the ghetto white people drama version of Gail Lewis. Okay. It says Zolciak said she was in talks with Green's lawyers and there was no need for her to be served, especially publicly. Okay. She said the request for certain documents were overreaching and should be rejected. Zolciak asked if the court does allow the subpoena that it entered the confidentiality agreement. The issuance of a protective order is appropriate in the instant case because the information contained in the record sought constitutes an invasion of Zolciak's privacy. The television star said she was a non-party to the case and a public figure. She pleaded with the court to grant her request to avoid her and her children suffering irreparable damages. Now, you don't think them damn body cam footages was already damaged enough, KKK Kim? You taking this married man money. The wife does not have to honor your wishes. In fact, she probably don't give a two shits about you, okay? The media has targeted Zolciak and her family for years without judicial intervention. There is nothing to prohibit or deter news outlets from publicly disseminating Zolciak's private information obtained at her deposition. Now, first of all, Kim's own divorce there wasn't a confidentiality agreement. Okay. Let's not forget. Kroy put the damn American Express bank statements out. Okay. Kroy put the bank was showing that Kim was gambling all her money away. Kroy showed all that, but she want this other lady to honor a confidentiality agreement. That makes no sense. Exactly. Targeted how? Targeted by whom? Okay. You say she's supposed to be on this season. That's what I had heard, ATLien. I had heard she was gonna tip through. I don't know if I didn't think she was gonna have a peak, but I heard she was gonna tip through. The judge has yet to rule. Okay. Now, as was first reported, Mowitz filed for divorce from Green in March. He listed the date of marriage as June 24, 2017, and said they shared 2 minor children. The two have been fighting back and forth for months over money and other issues. Mowitz accused Green of having an extramarital affair, which ruined their marriage. Green alleged Mowitz was the one who had an affair. She also alleged that he transferred millions of dollars into a trust, which she has no control over before the divorce. Now, it's this gentleman on TikTok that y'all have been tagging me in, and shout out to him. I want to play the video. Hopefully he won't mind. Shout out to It's Me Darian over here on the TikTok. Honey, he broke it down. He had the people's pictures and everything. And why this man look just like Kroy? He looked just like Kroy. Hold on, let me put this in there for y'all. That man don't he look like Kroy? He looked like the Temu version of Kroy. So apparently this is Jeff, okay, the one who was giving KKK Kim the moolah. Hold on, we're gonna listen to the story as told by It's Me Darian.
I was just about to get up off my ass and go out here and cut my front and backyard and give me some steps in, with my watch or whatever. And then this story that I shrugged over in the beginning pulled me in, and now my motherfucking ass can't move. This
Is that music playing in the background, Darian? Why you got that music playing in the background? But okay, we gonna try to chug it along.
Mr. Kyle Mowitz. I think that's how you say his last name. And Kyle is a very rich motherfucker. Kyle is married to Jillian Green Mowitz, or whatever her last name is. And they rolling in the dough. They rolling in the dough. And y'all know ain't no mess like white mess. Kyle and his family.
I feel you on that one, Darren. There is no mess like white mess. Look at Timu Kroy at work with his little tuxedo on. That is Kroy all over again. That is an older version of Kroy, probably.
They have so much money. They smart. They put it in a trust. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the way to go if you do it right. Like I said, Kyle is married to Jillian. Well, Kyle and Jillian are in the midst of a divorce, and it's pretty nasty, y'all. It's real nasty.
Pay attention, chocolate Capricorn. Pay attention. This is KKK Kim's sugar daddy.
So Kyle filed for divorce in March of this year, you understand what I'm saying? And pretty much told the judge there wasn't no coming back from the marriage, and it was broken. It wasn't no way to mend it. I think they got like 2 kids or whatever. He wanted, to share custody. Regular shit that they do, you know what I'm saying, when you're going through a divorce or whatever. But Jillian said, nah, motherfucker. I got some shit I want to get off my chest.
Jillian said, "You is not getting out off this easy, okay? Yes, not with a family net worth of $4.5 billion. Honey, Kim was getting all the bills paid.
Jillian said,
well, except that house, okay? I guess Jeff must have had boundaries.
My husband ain't worth a damn, and he got the money in a trust, and we are very wealthy people, and what he trying to do, he on that fuck shit, and I want my children to be taken care of, and I want to be taken care of." And Kyle hit back and said, "No, Jillian's motherfucking ass can go get a job. She ain't no better than nobody else. This our money. I don't give a fuck what Jillian's saying. Me and Jillian live in separate houses, and Jillian got a nice ass house down there."
You know what, y'all? This is probably why Kim's house was saved from foreclosure so many different times. Okay, Kim had this little ace of spades in her back pocket. Okay, the ace of spades, king of diamonds, whatever you want to call them, in her back pocket, and she was getting a little change to save the household. But apparently, when that divorce was filed, she couldn't get no more money. And the house went into foreclosure, and the rest is history. And she's still with Kroy. They still over there scrimping, scraping, and struggling to survive. Hold on, we're gonna finish. Shout out to Darian.
Oh, well, it's in Georgia, you understand what I'm saying? About $2-3 million home or whatever. But anyway, that's what he told the court. Jillian said, "No, motherfucker, you lying, and I got you right where I want you." Jillian says that Kyle's motherfucking ass started fucking around on her, stepping out on her in 2021. And it was at that time that Kyle created this family trust to put the money into. You understand what I'm saying? Jillian pretty much saying Kyle trying to run off with the bag. But like hell, motherfucker, I'm on your ass. That's,
It's the translation for me, okay? It's the Ebonic translation to Jillian. Like hell, motherfucker.
That's my version, y'all. That's my version. So in essence, Kyle, she's saying you a fuck white boy. Whatever. Allegedly, of course, Kyle, allegedly. Jillian said Kyle put all their money in this trust, over $100 million or more into the trust or whatever, and he didn't tell her what was going on. And so she asked the court to hold his motherfucking feet to the fire. But the rub with the story is she subpoenaed the alleged mistress, that the alleged woman that Kyle was fucking down round on, a fucking with, or fucking down on a shaboinking or whatever.
Listen, this is why Kim wanted to be confidential, because ain't no telling how many checks and how many trips and what she was getting from Kyle. If he had this kind of money, I bet Kim was racking it up.
Whatever y'all want to call it. So Jillian's lawyers found out who the woman was, a guy win, or who the lady alleged side piece is, mistress or whatever of the situation, and they ran down on her ass and served her a subpoena when she was dropping one of her kids off in high school, and you know what I'm saying, and told that woman, you better have your ass in court and very soon. And now the side piece is upset and nervous and don't know what the fuck is going on now. Now the side piece alleged right there.
This ghetto side piece right here with the 8 kids by 4 baby daddies. Okay, she over here tricking with this damn married woman husband, taking all their money. He done tried to hide the money on the side in the midst of the divorce, and now the wife has called the side piece to the carpet. Okay, this woman right here with the 4 baby daddies and the 8 kids.
Ain't no mess like white mess. Pretty much
Okay.
Jillian said, girl, you a slut, skeezer, cum, bucket asshole, and I want my money. Now mind y'all,
Yes, Kyle, Kroy, and Kim and the kids. Kyle, Kroy, and all the K's, okay? And a J.
Jillian is not playing with this man, his side piece, alleged side piece. She not playing no fucking games with that. Jillian said, motherfucker, I want the text messages. I want receipts. Anything that you got where he done got a piece of this poo nanny, I want proof. If you got proof, I want it. Jillian ain't fucking around with their ass, okay? Jillian got this lady here so rattled. She telling the people, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't want to be bothered with it. Why I got to come to court? It's causing me nervousness, pain, distress, and my stomach bubbling. I got to run. Jillian alleged that this man been tricking off with Kim Zolciak, giving her money, loaning her money, buying her stuff, and for what? For some Georgia peach or some Georgia.
Oh, my bad. It's only 3 baby daddies. Oh, okay. That's okay. She only has 3 baby daddies. Okay, my bad.
Bunch of white poo nanny. But Jillian ain't playing around with their ass. And Jillian says she also want the text messages that Kim been going back and forth with her current husband. She going through the divorce with her went through car, whatever his goddamn name is. She want everybody to come to the courtroom. She want to air that bitch out, pretty much. You understand? Jillian said they've been tricking everywhere, and she want the receipts from the hotels, from the flight, from the cars, from the food, from everything, where they was fucking it everywhere. Jillian said, run me my money. She
Jillian said she gonna get to the bottom of this, honey.
gonna get paid. Pretty much Jillian said this woman been tricking on her husband, and she want her goddamn money, and she want the key to that trust. Ain't tricking if you got it, Mr. Malwitz, or whatever your name is. Boy, you gonna pay out the frame. Lord,
This Kim Zolciak mess is messy, and I am here for it. Okay, what y'all think about Jillian? Y'all think Jillian gonna get what she came for? Jillian gonna get to the bottom of it? Okay, Kim wants it confidential for a reason. Okay, she don't want it confidential because she ain't do nothing. She don't want it confidential because she didn't get no money. She wants it confidential because she was getting them checks, okay? And she don't want to show what she was doing with them checks. And then Kroy gonna get access to what she was doing with them checks. Then Kroy gonna have a case against him. Child, a mess. I am here for it. Ain't no mess like white mess. And Kim is the ghettoest of them all. All right, y'all. Moving on. Like this video, because I gotta get going in a minute. I didn't think I was gonna be here that long. I just been running my mouth. Who else we got? Oh, Candiace dear. Okay, because y'all was comparing Kim to Porsha, because Porsha has been known to steal everybody's husband. That's what they say, as if she stole Simon from Fallon when Fallon was messing with the pool boy. I don't know who stole who. I just know it was all one big ball of confusion. Well, now apparently Candiace is speaking her mind on the situation, and she pretty much says that the reason why she stopped messing with Porsha was because of what Porsha had said on the show. Okay, so Candiace was on this podcast. I don't know what podcast this is. What podcast is this? I don't know what podcast it is. It's her and some man. Okay, shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. And on the podcast, Candiace made comments that the reason why she unfollowed Porsha was because of her comment about sleeping with Charles Oakley. Okay, so apparently people was trying to put 2 and 2 together and try to say, well, she unfollowed her because something that happened at Traders. Well, I guess Candiace is clarifying that. Let me see what she said.
I unfollowed Porsha.
Oh, y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in Section 107. The Copyright Act allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching.
Months before Traders. The reason I unfollowed her is because I happened to see something about Porsha sleeping with somebody's husband. It was
you mean a comment made about Charles Oakley.
Yes, the new woman. What's her name?
Angela Oakley.
Angela.
Fantastic.
I really like her.
She made that that joke about her husband.
Yes. So they were I think they were on a trip.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They were on like a cash trip. I saw something where she was saying she better be careful before I sleep with her husband. I said, what? Who on God's green, ghetto, racist, ugly earth would ever fix their mouth to use as a threat, as a woman? I didn't follow Porsha months before. I'm going to sleep with your husband as a form of retaliation. Whatever happened to like, I'm going to throw a drink at you. I'm going to cuss you into an oblivion. Even, if you're froggy and you don't know any better, I'm going to slap a hoe. Like, whatever happened to those things? We're using adultery as a form of punishment? And I just it blew my mind, because I know, as we all do, the perils of Porsha's love life. We've seen her come up from, the bowels of, what's his name?
Cordell.
The Cordell of it all. We've seen her come from that. And we've seen the ups and downs. And, Porsha's enough a wife. And so when I heard that she said that, I was like, I just couldn't believe that she would say something like that.
So it wasn't traitors, it was like, girl.
Yes, it was like,
watching the clips.
I can't look at you right now. Like, it was just like, why would you glorify this?
Well, I don't know if it'll help, but because I watched the reunion and maybe give Peace a chance. She didn't apologize.
She did. She apologized.
I believe she acknowledged. Yes, she acknowledged on the reunion that was not in good taste. So she owned that.
Good, very good, Porsha. Okay, yes, and I wanted to talk to her about it when I saw her later, but the timing wasn't right. So I was almost prepared to not hold it against her, Porsha, because
Okay, so y'all say she full of shit. I don't know. Y'all know I don't know them people like that over there on Potomac, but I do know them on the peripheral. Okay. And I guess is that a reason why, not to mess with nobody, and people in the comments are basically saying, that she's one of the only people to hold Porsha accountable. Okay, let me see what it say in the comment. It says, yeah, I'm with Candiace on this one. That shit was not funny. Okay. Candiace isn't lying. Porsha needs more people in her life to hold her accountable. And then someone said, and Porsha's fans will still defend her. Just watch. Porsha showed her true character at that moment. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm with Candiace on this one. Okay. So somebody else said, I'll never forget how some of y'all let Porsha slide for this. She is nothing like what she pretends to represent and doesn't even try to grow or be different. The girl literally calls herself a Jezebel, yet y'all keep labeling her a comedian. She is who she is, immature as hell and using jokes to say what she really means. And so let me see. Oh, there got one person who was on Porsha's side. Is she serious? All the wild out of pocket things she said, and she trying to come for Porsha? Okay, then somebody watch people defend Porsha. So yeah, people are literally calling Porsha to the carpet on this one. Okay. Somebody said Nene told us how Porsha rolls. She did. Okay. Well, there is that. Okay, so clearly somebody is calling Porsha to the carpet. Okay. Like this video, please. Thank you. Like this video. I guess I agree. Sometimes when people show you who they are, you have to believe them. And if there have been not once but twice, and you're gonna wait till the third time, maybe the third time might be Candiace's husband. I don't know. But if she feels that way, I understand. Okay. Moving on. Like this video, like this video, like this video. The other day I had clipped up my video where I showed y'all that Andy Cohen on his radio Andy show on Sirius Radio, and basically said that Wendy was a role model and he was standing behind her, which was kind of shocking because I don't know if I've ever heard Andy speak positively about people being locked up, but I don't know. But he's speaking positively about Wendy, not once, not only on his radio show, but also in the streets. Okay. So TMZ caught him in the streets coming from the radio show. I guess he was coming from the radio show. And I think he doubled down because the title of their video is Andy Cohen, Wendy Osefo is a role model. I'm as surprised as anybody by the fraud charges. So here's what he said out in the streets. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer, copyright disclaimer, copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, allowance is made for what? Fair use.
Wendy, right? Have you spoken to any family? Have you spoken to her?
I haven't.
Now, are you going to record this and document all this that's going on, or are you giving her privacy during this time?
I think that she is doing her own thing. I love her.
When he loves him some Wendy. Okay, he loves him some Wendy. You said you either. Okay. Thank you, Miss Kiki. Appreciate it, friend.
And I love her family, and I love Eddie, and I am hoping that they come out of this really well. I think she's been a really great role model, housewife, and she's always led with her education. And
see, he's saying the same thing he said on the show. She's a role model, a wonderful housewife, and blah, 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 blah. And people in the chat is like, role model? Is that the proper word to describe her? Role model? I don't know. I mean, I guess.
And family values. And I really don't, I was as surprised as anybody was when I woke up to the TMZ news on Friday about this. And, you know, so, yeah.
How do you feel about people making fun? I mean, Ashley had a little joke, Ashley Darby, and then other bloggers.
Now here he goes. He's still, you know, making excuses. But I mean, you know, she's innocent until proven guilty. I ain't mad at it, I guess.
What the women can kind of say what they want. They're, you know, but you know, I would remind people there's a family here and there's real people involved. So
honestly, I kind of feel like there's a conspiracy against the housewives. I hate to say that, but I feel like every time you like people go on housewives, all of a sudden they have this going on, going to jail, taxes. Do you think that law enforcement kind of follows and watches to see how elaborate these women are living and saying, do they
I
really?
don't know. Everybody's watching the housewives, so you know.
So maybe even law enforcement.
I hope.
Yeah. Well, Andy, I love you. For Wendy, right? Have you spoken?
Would not be a show without me freezing. Hold on. That one's still up. Hold on, you guys. I gotta fix this echo. All right. I'm back. Okay. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. Turn it down, turn it off, turn it over here. All right. We back. Okay, you were saying Wendy is the reason you started watching Real Housewives. Okay. Oh my dang, we're all over the place. Hold on. We are all over the place. Zoom in. Go over to the left. Go over to the right. Okay. Oh, I happened with this camera when I rebooted. Anyway, like what y'all saying? I'm back. Okay, good. What y'all think about Andy being so in support of Wendy? I am shocked. I don't know what to think. I don't know, but I've never seen him be so supportive of any housewife who was like in distress. But it's a different time, I guess. It is a different time. Anyway, not justice for Maurice. You said Andy understands because this is something white people do all the time. Oh, okay. You might have a point there, Charlie. Scamming insurance agencies with the loss of jewelry. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Andy is like, well, shoot, it could be me tomorrow. I guess that's what it is. I'm with you on that. Okay. Well, we shall see what happens with Wendy. Like they say, innocent until proven guilty. I didn't go too hard on her. I know a lot of people have. And so, who knows what may happen. She may be found innocent of all them charges, even though she was indicted of what, 30 some counts. Measured Man said fake reality TV is wild where everyone's authentic until the camera battery dies. Okay. All right. Last but not least, honey. Last but not least, what is going on with TS Manhands and Just Hilarious? Why? Okay. Is he over there misgendering that lady yet again? Okay. And I'm tired of y'all telling me I need to drag him. I'm tired of dragging him. Like, if y'all don't see him for what he is, I don't know who will. Okay. Well, apparently Just Hilarious responded to Charlamagne the God the other day. Hold on, where is that video? Y'all tag me in that one. Yeah, y'all tag me in that one too. How I get in it? Hold on. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Let me pull this up. Here. Okay, so here's what Just Hilarious said to about TS Manhands, and it wasn't even Just Hilarious, it was Charlamagne. Hold on. Y'all know the drill. I can't play the video. Like this video, please. Thank you. I'm just gonna play the audio and you can hear what she said.
Chicago.
Yep.
Who would y'all want to see on
Who would y'all want to see though? To be honest, like who?
So they were talking about the Queens of Comedy. What comedians you would want to see on the Queens of Comedy? And Charlamagne made a suggestion.
Who would y'all want to see? Maybe we should let
T.S.
them.
Madison.
Oh shit.
Who else? No, that's what somebody said for us.
Nah, we talking about Queens of Comedy, nigga. Like, stop. They already got a Kings of Comedy. We talking about Queens.
I mean, she got a point. They talking about Queens of Comedy, not Kings, honey. What is you saying?
Who? Smiling Lady 77 said Tiffany Haddish.
Queens of Comedy.
Justina Valentine, not no comedian.
Our generation. Queen. No, she not. Queens of.
So what's the problem? Well, T.S. Manhands went on Twitter and Instagram and said, I really hate arguing and fussing with my brethren. I'm going to let this one slide, maybe. And so it's like, why is T.S. Manhands constantly calling this woman a man? I'm trying to figure this out. And he did it again. He did it again in a video. Okay. He did it again in a video. Shout out to my Discord. Okay. Shout out to my Discord. I ain't gonna tell you who sent it to me, but shout out to my Discord. Apparently, in this video, he goes in. He got this wig on, child. He got this. Oh, child. Oh, I can't stand looking at him. Hold on. Let me put this in here. Stop this screen. Stop this screen. Share this screen. Okay. Okay. He got this wig on, looking like Wendy Osefo. The damn wig is lifting. He looking just like Wendy. Y'all, that Wendy Osefo mugshot. Don't he look like that? Let me pull that Wendy Osefo mugshot up real quick. OMG. Speaking of Wendy Osefo, okay, that look just like this. Hold on. Where is it? That look just like this right here. Stop this screen. Share this screen. That look just like that. Don't that look just like that? Isn't he giving that? Look at the line. It's the same thing. What is going on? What is going on? I guess they went to the same person, got their wigs put on that day. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Same thing. Okay. Same thing. But anyway, so he goes on his platform and he talks about just hilarious yet again. Okay. It's crazy to me because Charlemagne brought it up, but yet he goes in on just hilarious. It's the same. Like, I don't understand how these misogynistic gay men and men in wigs constantly go after women, but yet kind of ignore who brought it to the forefront. Like, why he didn't go in on Charlemagne? Why he didn't go in on Snoop Dogg? He saves those reads, the vitriol for women. Now, I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to pay close attention to some of the things that he said. Okay, hold on. Listen.
Before I just
I'm trying to fast.
hold on, let me cut my TV down.
I don't want him on my screen. Hold on.
I was watching The Crucible. You know, it's I want to say this because I saw this and I felt the way. I just posted it on my wall, but I saw this and I felt the way.
So apparently Snoop Dogg is now, hold on. Snoop Dogg is now putting gay couples in kids shows is okay now, and I put some in mine in my series according to whatever clip this is. We don't know where this clip came from. And if you recall, the whole thing started is when Snoop was saying that he didn't like having to explain to his grandchildren same-sex couples in Buzz Lightyear or whatever the movie was that he saw. And so T.S. Manhands took it upon himself to go on a public, promo tour and say that, Snoop was wrong. This and that. We could be, kids should know about da 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 da. But everybody was agreeing with Snoop. But apparently now, Snoop flip-flops. Snoop blows with the wind. Snoop is supporting Democrats one day, Republicans the next. Okay. Snoop goes wherever the money goes. Now Snoop is saying he putting gay kids in his own show, Doggyland. Okay. But despite Snoop being the one who is hypocritical, this Negro is gonna go in on just hilarious. Hold on.
I felt the way about this. I felt the way about this because y'all let that motherfucking Robert Townsend in the face looking ass bitch Juice Hilarious get her motherfucking masculine voice having ass up on that radio station.
So he is mad at Just Hilarious and not mad at Django Snoop. Okay, exactly, Lily. He is mad at Just Hilarious for saying that he need to stay out of lesbians' business and not mad at Just Hilarious. The misogyny is just oozing through his pores. Let's finish.
And on her thing, and I said something to that hoe, and y'all drug me. Y'all drug me all up and down. Y'all drug me. Y'all drag me. Anytime I speak up, anytime, well, you don't supposed to be speaking for lesbians anyway. You don't supposed to be what you call it for this anyway. You finding every loophole that you can.
Y'all ain't sick of this man whining and crying yet. Y'all ain't sick of him whining and crying yet. I'm just confused. Let's finish listening.
To diminish my motherfucking name or my motherfucking presence. And then I see this bullshit right here. Now I don't got no pressure with Glad. I love Glad. I love Glad. Whatever.
You see how he flip up. I love this person. I love that person. I love Glad. I ain't got no problems with Snoop. I ain't got no problem. But fuck Just Hilarious. Fuck Just Hilarious. Fuck anybody with a vagina. Fuck her. Fuck. She's a man. She got a dick. Fuck her. And he's sitting up there with, it is so crazy. It is so delusional. He need to take some medication for this.
Whatever. And I fucks with Glad. We do business together. We are in community together. But all y'all hoes that let that shit happen, y'all need I need an apology. Because y'all let that pussy.
I need to apologize. Y'all need to apologize for me for saying that I'm a man in a wig. Okay, you need to apologize because that bitch over there, that bitch, and then he called her the N-word, called her a man. And y'all don't think it's really crazy, just like I called Cardi B out for the hypocrisy. Y'all don't think it's crazy that this man in a wig can sit on his platform and denigrate like biological women daily? All the time, and then y'all say he's for women, but yet every single time he got beef with somebody, it's a woman with a vagina, and he seems to like target their femininity all the time by calling them a man as an insult. He's calling Jess Hilarious a man as an insult. He's using being trans as a slur. Just like I told you about how the housewives used to use gay as a slur. Now he's using trans as a slur, and y'all think that is like it's like self-hate. Like clearly he hates himself. And so now he is using what he is or what he claims to be as a slur towards a natural woman. It is weird. I can't keep up. It's the delusion for me.
Ass motherfucking bumbleclot ass bitch, get her tired, big wide nose ass up there and try to serve me. Y'all let transvestite ass Jess get her big wide nose ass up there and try to service me because I was defending my community.
Where is your community? Where is the gays, the trans, the lesbians, the pan? Where y'all at when people use what you are as a slur? Where are you? I'm just saying, y'all be trying to call me homophobic by calling this man in the wig out, but yet when he sits on his platform and literally attempts to drag women by calling them men or by calling them trans, all of a sudden, oh, he just fighting women. He just clapping back. That's not clapping back. That's like that is self-hate. Because if he hate her and calling him calling her or him, then he hate other people like him who are transsexual or transvestite. It's weird. And you know how they say you can't make sense out of crazy. That's how I feel when I'm talking about this, because you cannot make sense out of all this delusion. You cannot.
Against this shit right here, and then this turn around and happen, and everybody quiet.
And he make it this whole situation, which is about Snoop Dogg saying that he did not want to see two moms in a children's film. And then he flip-flop now and say he's putting gay couples in his film. He let all that slide, and now he is going in on Just Hilarious. But I don't get it. I still don't get it.
But now I see all the articles with my name attached to the shit. I'm looking.
This Negro then went and Googled. This nigga then went and Googled his name and tried to find his name. You see how T.S. Madison is highlighted and everything. He went and Googled his name and tried to see who was talking about him, who was saying this about him. That's gonna drive your crazy ass crazier, T.S. Manhans. Why you sitting there Googling your name to see what people say? And you know what they saying because you was wrong as fuck. Okay. So this is crazy. And then wait. And then he sits on his platform. Y'all know I'm a part of the internet. I'm a part of YouTube. He sits on his platform and drags people and talks about current event and says his opinion on people. But as soon as people have an opinion on him, and his PHAG friend sitting next to him, then all of a sudden they can't say that about me. They bullying me. I don't understand why they talking about me. Why they got my name in the title? Why? And it is crazy. Y'all don't think this is weird? I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to make sense out of insanity, and it's clear I can't do that, but I'm trying for y'all.
Looking at all the articles, Yahoo, Out Magazine. What else on here? Ooh, let me move this shit. Billboard. I see T.S. Madison name all in that, right? T.S. Madison criticized his comments. T.S. Madison claps back. T.S. Madison this, T.S. Madison that, right? But y'all let that big wide nose ass meteor man get her motherfucking horse voice ass up there, and then y'all was on there dragging me.
He calling somebody a horse voice, and he sound like this. Her horse voice, Are you serious?
For defending myself against that punk asshole who play host role games with me. And not only that, right? It's the punks in my community. It was the punks, homosexuals, fags.
So he hate his own community. Oh my gosh.
And shit in my motherfucking community who always get somewhere trying to be a pick Misha. Always somewhere trying to be a pick Misha and shit like that or whatever.
And he looked like this. And he looked like this. He looked like this, that wig sliding back. He looked like this. And he talk about somebody trying to be a pick Misha. And you over there with a wig on and we can see the line. Okay. Take the wig off, T. Just take the wig off. Okay. Looking like that.
I don't need you to tell me to go to bed. Listen, I go to bed when I get ready. You can't tell me how to feel.
Is he already dressed for Halloween?
You can't tell me how to feel when I'm always somewhere. Sometimes I'll be the only motherfucker saying some shit about my own community, and then they be the first punks that jump up there supporting a goddamn bull-nosed ass, puss ass hole that thinks she funny. No, bitch, you funny looking. That thinks she funny, and that's why I just be like, girl,
funny looking.
This how I know you punks
Somebody
backwards, and a lot of you.
He just called somebody funny looking. He just called somebody funny looking. Can you see the lumps in the cheeks? Can you see that damn wig sliding back? This man right here in a wig, okay, in a bra, okay, is calling somebody funny. I am outdone. Hold on. Can't make sense out of insanity.
Hoes that be screaming out, bitch, that y'all like we going to hell. I don't even want to be in heaven with none of you motherfuckers. If heaven gonna be filled with some of you pussy assholes that be always talking about something, we going to hell. I don't want to be in heaven with none of you motherfuckers, bitch. I'd rather go the other way. It's always this bullshit. Like I just sit back and I be when it all comes to the light.
Y'all see this? Y'all see this?
When it all hits the light, when it all comes to the light of fucking day.
Y'all see that?
I just be like, so what you? I want my apology.
He want an
I
apology.
would really appreciate my apology.
Somebody need to give him an apology for him wearing that wig.
I really would. Y'all be letting Peter Pablo jump all up.
Somebody need to give him an apology for what they did to his cheeks.
Up and down and say all types of shit.
Somebody need to give him an apology for them back alley butt shots
towards me, and I don't even really be tearing her up like I be wanting to tear her motherfucking ass up, because I really don't got no pressure with homegirl, because I don't want to have no problem with the brethren. Me and my brethren got enough shit going on.
You see what I'm saying? He calling the whole woman a man. You see that? He did the same thing to me. He did the same thing to me. That's why I'm talking about it right now. He do it to every single woman, and he never has the same smoke for a man. I don't understand. And it's crazy because him and his BFF junkie, they are one and the same, honey. They never had the same smoke for a man. And then when they do, they be pandering. They be tap dancing. See, I read a man today. See, I'm reading a man today. And you don't have that same energy. It's not the same energy. And y'all know it. Is he still talking? What he doing? Oh, he looking like that. Look at this. Why he looking like, oh, he reading them comments. And they dragging him probably.
So that was just on my spirit while I'm sitting here chilling, watching TV. You get what I'm saying? That was on my spirit. Because I'm sitting here looking at this stuff. And yes, I got Google alerts on my motherfucking.
Of course he got Google alerts, because why wouldn't he? Okay.
Hey, bitch. Because I want to know when, where, and what, and how. What the fuck is you pussy ass hoes? How y'all hoes terrorizing me? I need to know. What lie you done told?
He mad. What lie? People tell the truth on him every day and he get pissed off. That's why he's so mad. Get online and start yelling and pitching at the screen. I wonder if his damn phone been sanitized ever. I bet he be. He said online rage is just loneliness with better lighting and an audience. Okay. Thank you so much. You said, thank you so much, Measurement. Son said, because they're black male centered. These are extremely disturbed people. Never has the smoke for guys. Don't worry, there's a spot for him, child. I know. Very insecure. Okay. Very, very insecure. I don't understand. Just miserable. Can talk about, just watch. He can talk about everybody else. He can drag everybody else. And as soon as someone drags him, all of a sudden it's me, 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 me. Why they talk about me? They always talk about me. They hurt my feelings. I don't understand. I need an apology. And it does not make sense. So being in this social media space for as long as I've been, everybody gonna talk about you the same way you talk about everybody else. I mean, it's give and take. Like I said, talk about people, people talk about me, he talk about people, whatever. People gonna talk about him. But at the end of the day, like, don't get mad when people call you out on your bullshit. Don't get mad when people call you out for being a hypocrite. Don't get mad. We done did it once before. He was sitting there last year saying that Nene looked like a tranny, then got in her face and said, "Oh, that's a good term. That just means you're beautiful." Okay. And so, like I said, he uses the word tranny as a slur, transgender, transsexual as a slur. Okay. And again, like that's just like calling somebody gay as a slur. Why would you do that? And you're in that community. I need his own community to start calling him out on some things. But anyway, on that note, I ain't got nothing else to say about TS man hands, honey. I just wanted to go ahead and bring that to light because it was interesting to see that he is always talking about just hilarious, always got a problem. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. You say if they can dish it but never take it, okay? Never take it. No smoke for the men they be taking their asses out. Okay, where's the smoke for Charlamagne? Where's the smoke for Snoop Dogg? You literally sit there and did, I don't know, 30-minute video talking about Jess Hilarious, calling her a man, calling her this, calling her that, calling her brother, saying, she a transsexual, saying all those things, but yet all these men got off unscathed. I don't get it. You said TS is done and will have to change his persona or phase out. I don't know. I think one day we'll wake up. One day we will all wake up. He said, I lost all respect for Brian McKnight. Okay, Brian McKnight is. Oh, y'all can't hear me. Here I am. Can y'all hear me now? I'm sorry. Let me turn this down. Shout out to all the squad for contributing to the stream. Y'all know I done froze yet again. You said yelling at your phone like the pixels owe you. Closure is diabolical work. Is it ever that serious? That is a dark spirit. Okay, that's what I'm saying. A dark spirit. Anyway, you guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you are not subscribed. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the stream. My computer keeps freezing for whatever reason. I will have it fixed in a minute. Probably later on today. But let me get my day started, y'all. Let me get out this house. I appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all can't hear me now? Y'all can't hear me now? Y'all can't hear me? No, I can't drop the link because I got like 6 minutes to get out this house. Yeah. 6 whole minutes. It's choppy. All right, I'm about to go. Like this video, please. Like this video, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you guys. Happy Saturday. Bye.